A Pennsylvania man has signed a plea agreement to plead guilty to a felony computer hacking charge following the leaking of nude pictures of actress Jennifer Lawrence. He faces up to 5 years in prison. Authorities said that Ryan Collins knowingly, intentionally, and in furtherance of criminal and tortious acts accessed at least 50 Apple iCloud accounts and about 72 Google Gmail accounts belonging to over 100 people, including private phone and email accounts of a number of celebrities, including Oscar-winning actress Lawrence, and this was to leak information and also nude pictures. Well, 18 celebrities in total, we're told, including Kirsten Dunst, Gabrielle Union, Kate Upton, all these people. They had their emails accounts. It was called a phishing scam. It's also been called Celebgate. Ryan Collins, though, he's a 36-year-old man, father of two, an unexpected person to be behind all of this.
Right.
But he did this, the phishing scam, by sending out fraudulent emails disguised as legitimate security services. So they came from accounts. One example given was email.protection318@icloud.com, and he said that there was a breach of security in their accounts. He requested passwords, and some people who didn't make a very smart move handed over their information, and he downloaded entire iCloud storage of photographs and things, and obviously these nude photographs that were leaked of Jennifer Lawrence. She came out, she said at the time, the law needs to be changed, we need to change. She equated it to sexual assault. The man looks like he might get up to 5 years behind bars.
Yeah, as you said, he seems a very unlikely candidate for this type of an act, and there seems to be an increasing, or there was a wave of it, wasn't there? And there seems to be still, we're coming on the back of it, but there was a number of different celebrities involved in sex scandals, or not really sex scandals, but involved in naked photo type scandals. We've got ranging from like the kind of Erin Andrews type situation where she was there was a physical hacking going on with a guy in the room next door, and her suing and successfully suing and getting a lot of money for suing the Marriott Hotel. And then this type of example, which involves a different type of criminal activity, seems to be a preponderance for it, and the authorities are cracking down hard on it. 5 years. I actually think that's a fairly lenient sentence, to be honest with you. I suspect that's probably why he took the plea deal, because otherwise they really could have gone after him hard. And it just strikes me in terms of the sentence, the disproportionality a little bit between the sentence and the publicity this has received in regards to the celebrities involved. But that notwithstanding that, and we can talk about the validity and whether, it is, in fact, sexual harassment, and it is a sexual assault. It's certainly a violation of privacy, but whether it teeters in, Jennifer Lawrence was criticised at the time for likening it to sexual assault. It's certainly a violation of privacy. I don't know how you feel about it. It's
certainly a violation of privacy. It's your intimate personal space. He is also looking at receiving $250,000 in terms of a fine. So this is quite a harsh punishment, but I think it shows the fact that they're using cases like this as a strong deterrent. Hacking is getting slightly out of control, and the FBI is having a tough time keeping ahead of the hackers. And the next generation of kids coming through are learning coding in school. And so I think some of these harsher penalties are in order to deter hackers of the future, because how else are the FBI going to stay ahead of this? Here's a quote from US officials regarding this case, regarding the number of email accounts that this man managed to hack into, not just Jennifer Lawrence, of course. And it said that they appeared to be from Apple or Google, asking for usernames and passwords. Collins downloaded the entire contents of the victim's Apple iCloud backup. So while the likes of Lawrence, she was criticized also for allowing, for being taken advantage of in this way, for giving over personal information. The FBI has come out and they've urged everyone, celebrity or not, to exercise far more caution online and to basically be very, very careful and aware of who you give your passwords and your information to.
Right, I would have thought that would be fairly axiomatic. It's, it's sort of like Cybersecurity 101. Never reveal your passwords or your PIN or whatever it is to someone when they're asking for it, because a legitimate source will never directly ask for it. So I guess in between making the Hunger Games and dating Chris Martin, she was just a bit too fast on the fingers and just quickly fired out her thing, and then oops, some nudie pictures get released. And I feel sorry for her, and I'm making light of it, and it is a violation, and it is horrible, and it's not a pleasant thing to happen, and I'm certainly not blaming her. But it's safe to say that it's not victim blaming, but really, you've got to be so vigilant these days And she didn't even know. The funny thing is because of the cloud, no one has a clue how the cloud works. To find anyone to tell me, how does the cloud work? that she was like, well, I didn't have it on my phone. So yeah, but she deleted them, but not, I guess, not from the cloud. And that's where this Randy Chef kind of like managed to get all the documents. What is it? Help me understand this. What is it about somebody who is sitting there at home and he's got 2 kids and he's got a busy life and he's working, chopping up his onions and working hard in the kitchen all day. Comes home and is like, what I want to do today, God, I really fancy seeing Jennifer Lawrence's tits. Okay, I've got to get that's my priority number 1. What is that? I just don't quite get it.
And this man was happily married, father of 2. The people of Manor Township in Pennsylvania, they just cannot understand that this was the guy behind it. First of all, they didn't think he was tech savvy enough to do something like this.
Sure.
He was a chef in the past. He did do a science and technology bachelor's degree, so there was some tech in there.
Right.
But they're all amazed. I want to mention just one thing to your point about the asking of passwords online. Sometimes it's not as simple as give us your password. It can be you need to change your password. Please enter it here and change it over. You can be tricked and duped into thinking these things are legitimate quite easily. But it really speaks to the fact that we have to be far more vigilant online, even if it seems like a legitimate security request to change your password or something like that. It can lead to a heavy violation. In this case, though, this Pennsylvania man, Ryan Collins, he has been caught. He's looking at possible 5 years behind bars.